let's talk about Real Madrid then. One of the fun topics that we wanted to bring up is that you'll probably remember before the Rayo Vallecano game, Carlo Ancelotti was asked if he was concerned about the lack of goal scoring of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. And I think at that point, they'd only scored 3 goals between them in La Liga. While at the same time back then, Jude Bellingham and Joselu had scored 15 goals in La Liga between them, but he was just seeing their goal scoring overall. And so he said, I'm not concerned because by the end of the season, I see Vinny and Rodrigo scoring more goals than Bellingham and Joselu. And at the time, everybody thought, oh my goodness, has he actually seen the figures and seen the stats right now? It feels quite bold of him saying that. Bellingham gets a shoulder injury. We see the Champions League. It seems to be like a little change in mindset here from Vinny and Rodrigo. He's completely supported them all through it. And then came the game against Valencia as well, where they both scored braces. So I just wanted to know what your take was on the whole situation. If you think that Ancelotti's right, if you've been surprised to see this lack of goal scoring from the Brazilian duo, what you've made of it all.
Well, first of all, we get to say that everyone at Real Madrid are surprised by the way Jude Bellingham is scoring in this first part of the season. Everyone is like, "Oh my God, what signing we did on the summer window transfer!" But you know, if you compare what Jude Bellingham and Joselu did against what they did, the Brazilians did, like Rodrigo and Vinicius, you know how Real Madrid are struggling with the lack of scoring goals. We remember, if we look back at what Real Madrid did in the last maybe 6, 7, 8 years with Cristiano Ronaldo, with Gareth Bale, and with Karim Benzema, that they're not here anymore. So that is why there is a concern in between Real Madrid team. Like, okay, we need to be moving on Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, and Benzema era, and we get to be focusing in what the Brazilians are doing. That is why I think by the end of the season, I think the Vinicius and Rodrigo goes dupla are gonna score more goals than Bellingham and Joselu. First of all, because Jude Bellingham, what he's doing now at this moment is something for me incredible, and I think that we gotta give credit to him, because what is Real Madrid now at the moment is just because Jude Bellingham's goals, and everything depending on, and everything depends on what Bellingham do in any game. So that is why now at the present we gotta give credit to Bellingham and Joselu. But the thing is that Joselu, I don't think, first of all, that Jude Bellingham is going to keep scoring like this the whole season. And secondly, Joselu is the only number 9, the only proper number 9 in this Real Madrid squad. And the thing is that his role is not the same than Vinicius or Rodrigo. He's a bench guy that he has to be ready for the last part of any game. So that is why, you know, at the end of the season, Vinicius is going to score more goals, because now he treats the position that he used to have before, and now he's more in the box. And I think Rodrigo, I really rely on Rodrigo, that he needs to score. He has to make that step ahead that everyone is expecting him to have. And I think, you know, after what happened this last weekend, I think they're going to gain a little bit of more self-confidence. And once the season goes by, I think they're going to be up there rather than Bellingham and Joselu.
Oh, there you go. So you agree with Ancelotti in the end. It's been great to talk to you about all of this.